morning, everybody.
Good
morning. Thank you for having me back here. I'm delighted to speak to you about wholeness. Of course, it's a huge topic because really, wholeness, everything is included. Absolutely everything. Right? There is nothing outside wholeness. So in it is financial health, physical health, mental health, well-being, absolutely everything. And whatever the physical world has given to us that we see, touch, and feel. That's included too. So, knowing that, I go with the way shower Jesus. Jesus says, he tells us that our consciousness is formed of mind and its ideas, and these determine whether we are healthy or sick. In order to know the mysteries of our own being, we must study mind and its laws. So, we are all here in a spiritual teaching. And so we're learning that we look within for answers. But are we trained how to look? Do we look with the mind of the physical world, or do we look with the mental world, the mental mind that is given by Spirit to us? So are we focusing on who we are meant to be, or are we focusing on what is in front of us? So when I say spiritual world, mental world, I'm not saying duality. Don't get me wrong, because the spiritual world creates all. And so therefore, what is from creation trickling down is our physical experience. Jesus goes on to say, so if we want to know the secrets of health and how right thinking forms the perfect body, we must go to the mind and trace step by step the movements that transform ideas of health. And here is the sequence. And actually, Charles Fillmore puts it in a list form. And he calls it the sequence traces the process of mind into matter. First comes the idea of health, into light, into electrons, into atoms, into molecules, into cells, and into tissue, and then into healed organism. So there is a whole list of things, and we cannot miss a step. True story. And then on the story we put the magnifying glass. Sharon, out in Fairmont, cat sitting, woke up one morning with a toothache. Oh, let's take some pills, it goes away. No, didn't go away. Let's sleep one more night on it and see what's happening. Okay, we slept one night on it, and no good. Now the message became, I have a problem with the tooth. Now the calling began, and finding a dentist Friday afternoon, NBC, So luckily we got an appointment 2:30 in the afternoon, and the dentist recommended a root canal because the tooth was cracked. So Sharon is in favor of root canal, and so that whole process, let's put the magnifying glass on it right away. There was physical pain, there was emotional and financial stress in Sharon's mind, and whatever swam around in her mind, as we know, would have created and did create something. But what did it create? Sharon asked for spiritual help. She called a practitioner. She was supported by her vision of perfect health and outcomes. A whole bunch of painkiller and waiting until the real dentist in Calgary could see her, which was the following Wednesday, right? So from Friday or from Thursday or Wednesday night when the tooth actually started to be a problem, until that Jan had to maintain herself. And how she maintained herself was with thank God she is in the spiritual teaching with spiritual principles, practicing spiritual principles. And the outcome was a pulled tooth, no more pain, and the future will tell what will happen to that hole in the teeth, right? But there is a whole story, and if you want to know more details, Jan is here for you. So, another cool quote I found from Rabindranath Tagore. I don't know if I pronounce his first name correct, but Tagore I like. I've seen many good quotes. He says, while yet we have not attained internal harmony and the wholeness of our being, our life remains a life of habits. True story. Life of habits. We were going to the States. I know what to do. I know exactly what to do because I have crossed the border many times with my German passport. I just sit bravely in quietly in the passenger seat. They ask for passports. They see it's a different passport. They call me in. Oh, okay. And what happens there? I fill out a form, I pay $6, and I'm on my way. Not this time. October of 2022, the US government decided to do that a little different. We want now electronic documentation. Right. Right. So, what can I say? I wasn't happy. Spiritually, I was way on the other side. I was in my physical body and my physical being, my physical world was cracked, and I wasn't feeling great. So, anyway, what to do? Well, in my stress, I maintained face in front of everybody, and we were able to drive away and park in a quiet parking lot where I could let my steam out. And the steam came out. I felt all kinds of feelings. On top of denial, anger, perplexed, and all kinds of feelings that rushed through my body, I felt, oh my God, what have I done to Cheryl? She has to experience that with me now. So, long story short, put the magnifying glass on it. I wasn't in my spiritual being. However, I had the mental capacity to pray, to take a breath, and remember, oh, I have practitioners in my life. And I emailed the practitioner to know the truth for me. But then, I had to go within my being and clean all that up. So, you know, the two songs that were sang earlier, beautiful. The words exactly spot on. Spirit is within us. I am spirit. What am I thinking? I decide what I think. So do I want to bang my head against the wall and say how wrong everything is, or oh my God, how wrong I was, oh my goodness, blame this, that, the other thing to other people. No, that's not the right work. The right work is to let go of the stress, relieve the tension, and turn to spirit and say it's all good. We don't know for what it was good. We don't know what the real reason behind it all on the spiritual realm was for us not to cross the border that day. I did my work. Took me a couple of hours. We sat around, talked to a relative in Lethbridge, came back home. I had already the form filled out and sent off on my iPhone. and 2 days later we were able to go over the border. Yay! Yay! That's right. So remember Emmett Fox's little booklet, the mental equivalent? He tells us that we are living in a mental world. And again, it speaks of consciousness that Jesus speaks to. And what Sharon and what I experienced, it's all within. And the work is done within. Yes, we ask practitioners. Yes, we have people and friends and family we can lean on momentarily. But the actual work that is actually bringing results for our change to whatever we want, to sickness or to health. We have to do it on our own. It is right here in our thinking. Can we let go? Can we let go of habitual thinking? And how do we do that? We take breaths. We close our eyes to be away from what's happening outside of us. We draw within and we think spirit. We think spirit has our back. We believe, we know that this is the truth. And trust me, only when we practice this can we get any results. If we do it once, sure, we maybe get a quiet moment, but we'll be constantly thinking, and we are constantly bombarded by the outside physical world. We have to find a way to shut it off. We have to find a way to say in our mind, no, I do not accept what I actually see, feel, and touch. This is not the spiritual truth of me. My spiritual truth, I am whole, perfect, and complete, exactly as I am. And we move by practicing, moving our mind, our thoughts towards that. We practice that and we experience a better relationship with friends. We experience better financial health. We experience better physical health, because it does. It responds to us because it's the law. Are we on board with that?
Yes.
So, and again, we know that the work is done in our inner sanctuary. And the way it is done in the best way is through affirmative prayer and through meditation. And the meditation, now think of it, how many hours do we sleep? How many hours are we awake? And how many minutes are we meditating? Right? Like, we want to, who are we here? Who have become? Who are we here to be?
Yeah.
Right? Who is that? And so we have all the birthright We have all the good in our pockets. We have financial and spiritual and physical wealth when we look into the spiritual realm. Everything is given to us. And so I encourage every one of you to extend your meditation time. If you can't do it in one sitting, do it twice a day. Maybe try just before you go to bed at night. Or just in bed. When sometimes I have trouble falling asleep. Well, what I'm doing is I'm moving my mind to something that is really happy, that makes me happy. I'll find something. There's always something, even if I had a stressful day. Always something to feel happy about. So, and this is a little reminder. Snap. Snap, right? So you can do that too. And but SNAP stands for, remember that, settle, name, appreciate, and practice. And this is an adaptation from the Q process developed by Dr. Gary Simmons. It's somewhere in this program. I just found it and I thought it was fitting. So, S stands for settle. N stands for name. A stands for appreciate. Somebody knew it. And P stands for practice. So, settle your body, name your feelings, appreciate the opportunity to practice. Practice being who you have come here to be.
You're saying meditation, just snap.
Snap. Snap. Snap. Remember, snap. And even if you only remember the last one, practice who I have come here to be. We are all good spirit in life, spirit expressed. So we are here to express that in our daily life. Are we giving love to other people? Are we appreciating what we have in our life? Are we grateful for who and what we are? These are the questions that can be asked within our mind. And so we move forward with that and know that we are spiritual beings having. I liked it actually the way you had it in your song there, Anthony.
Human experience.
We are
wrapped in human form.
Wrapped in human form, yeah.
A spiritual being wrapped in human form.
right, wrapped in human, a spiritual being wrapped in human form. That's beautiful. So here we are. Look at each other. Look at each other like that. And know that your spirit wrapped in human form, every one of you. And is there something that needs forgiving? Is there something that needs to be let go of? Is there something that needs to, be switched from the thought, the habitual thought that we might have carried up to now? And is there perhaps a method that we have always done? Is that an outdated method? And could we perhaps look at it with new eyes, with the eyes of spirit? And can we see then the world that is bombarding us with all kinds of stuff? Can we see the world with the love of spirit behind us? Wow. We all have that power. We all know how to. Because, why? Because we are our own guru. No, that. Look at the word, how it's spelled. G. You are you. some